Alright, in this example of playing over a groove along the lines of B.B. King's Every Day I Have the Blues, this is a medium up-tempo swinging blues, 12-bar blues played in the key of B flat. And I begin coming in on B2, so you have 1, 2, again, 1, 2. And this is a very typical and classic B.B. King style thing to do, where you play a root note very sharp on the high E string, rolled off like you're rolling from the 5th, fretted on the B string, in this case at the 6th fret because we're in the key of B flat. So that's F is the 5th of B flat to the root note. But then very quickly you slide up to another B flat on the B string. And because it's on the B string, automatically and immediately you get this rounder tone. So you got the sharpness of the high E string against this darker, rounder tone, and apply vibrato to it. So this is very vocal-like, and that's a big element in B.B. King's style of soloing. He calls his guitar Lucille and says it's his other voice. He sings, and then Lucille sings. And he really does make the guitar sing. So that's what you should strive to do anytime you play anything in the style of B.B. King, or try to emulate his style. So we come in. So there's that on the second bar. I'm playing a minor third, D flat, but bending it up a half step to blur the line between minor and major. So we got on the 4 chord here, E flat, because we got 1. Bar 2 goes right to the 4 chord. But it is a really cool sound to do that, even though it's over the 4 chord. So this again is a classic B.B. style riff, where I'm taking the 4 on the high string, bending it up to the 5th, and bringing it back down again immediately at bend and release, and applying vibrato. So you look at those first 3 bars again. 1. In bar 4 we're still on the 1 chord, and we have something known as the B.B. box. And the reason it's called the B.B. box is because it's a box position, meaning you stay in the same position of the neck, but all the notes are in this position, and it's very unusual, and it's something that he does all the time. So we're starting from the 5th, which is on the 13th fret of the high E string. That's an F note, and it's bent up a whole step. And then I come straight down minor pentatonic in this position here. Play that minor third, 14th fret of the B string, followed by the 6th. And this is over the 4 chord. So that's why it sounds so strong melodically. He brings in that 6th to B flat, is also the major third of E flat of the 4 chord. So this B.B. box, if you put it all together, would be, starts from the 6th, the root, minor third, 4th, and the 5th. And typically B.B. would bend that 5th either up to a 6th or up a step and a half to a flat 7th. The other really nice thing about it is that you get this vibe of a different scale, which would be major pentatonic. If you played B flat major pentatonic, it would be. So when he goes, it sounds major, but then he goes right back to minor, and then major again. So it's that bittersweet vibe of going back and forth between a minor sound and a major sound. And this is followed in bar 6 just by returning to B flat minor pentatonic. And this is a great riff right here. Real B.B. King riff that everybody does. Stevie Ray Vaughan and Jimmy Vaughan are two guys that popularized it, where you're playing the minor third, bend it up a half step, then you pull off from the root to the flat seventh, ring finger to index finger, and pull back. And it's a nice way to shift positions too. So you can see you're moving around a lot here, quickly. Then up here, back, and then back again. All that movement is an earmark of BB style. And now here, going into the last 4 bars, this is where I try to demonstrate some of the swing quality in BB's playing, because he was very influenced by T-Bone Walker, and he was also very influenced by Charlie Christian and Django Reinhardt, all jazz guitar players. So I slide up to that major third. So you got a B flat major triad there with these 3 notes, D, B flat, and F. Now instead of there being a 5 chord in this progression, it goes to the 2 minors, C minor 7. So it's a 2-5 turnaround, C minor 7 to F7, back to 1. So BB typically would take advantage of that 2 chord. So what I played here was a C minor 7 arpeggio. And you hear BB do that and get the swing jazz vibe into his blues sound. So we're playing the notes C, E flat, G, and B flat. That's a C minor 7th arpeggio. So that's the reason why it sounds so strong. It's an arpeggio of a chord that's superimposed over the sound of just a B flat dominant environment. And then over the 5. Another typical BB type phrase, a quick hammer pull. Play the 6th and then a quick root, 9th, root, hammer pull. And then another one of these 2 B flats, one on the high A, one on the B. And then at the end I stab a B flat 6 chord, which is another signature BB element, very strong sounding, and pushes the beat and brings a little chordal element into his soloing.